Bhagavad Prana took us on a special walk. But it's his private walk. It's his secret walk around the back of.
Yeah, and we got lost. We got lost.
It was great, and we went to see the Samadhi of Prabodhananda Saraswati, who I've loved his writings, and he wrote one book called Chaitanya Chandamrita, which is a very, very, very special book, because he categorizes the prayers. He's categorizing the prayers in the book very nicely, like prayers for forgiveness, prayers for this, prayers for appreciation, prayers for condemning himself as very sinful, and etc. It's a really amazing book because he's categorizing, and it's full of prayers. It's really good.
It was a nice way of getting lost in Vrindavan. You get to see more holy places. You get to see visited more holy places. So thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yeah, we wish you'd lost us completely there. There's even a T-shirt. I lost my heart in Vrindavan.
In Vrindavan, yes. I've seen so many people wearing it.
That way. Less of the.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, so I was half expecting I think Srila Prabhu to join tonight. I'm half expecting some people from Dubai. They say they want to join as well, but it's at the moment in Dubai, it's about 10 to 6 it is in Dubai. They're an hour and a half behind. So they may join a bit later. There's 2 or 3 people who are interested, but they say it and then they forget, you see. Okay.
Face value.
So there was one verse, it came in my mind today, oh dear.
This.
Such
another one.
Yes.
That sees the other one will learn new one. Achintya khalu ye bhava na tams tarkena yojayet prakriti param yacha tad achintasya lakshanam. Anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable, whereas arguments are all mundane. Since mundane arguments cannot touch transcendental subject matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through mundane arguments. That's another new one we learned.
Where is that from again? Which Shastra?
It's Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, 17th chapter, 308 verse.
Okay, it's a Sanskrit verse, so it's quoted from somewhere. Achintya kaluye bhava natam sanke yojayet prakrutibhya paramyacha tams is it tam?
Yeah, tad.
Tad achintasya lakshanam. Prabhu, just remind me how the translation goes there. Anything transcendental
to material nature is called inconceivable.
Yeah, anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable. And mundane arguments. Oh, you know what? I've forgotten the actual translation. Go on, tell me again.
Whereas arguments are all mundane. Since mundane arguments cannot touch transcendental subject matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through mundane arguments.
Okay, I've been neglectful there. I haven't had time to learn the English properly for it, so.
No, that's all right. Yeah.
If I know the
this is similar to the Tarko Pratishta Shrutayo Vidbhinna. It's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued. Dry arguments are inconclusive. The one Achintya Khalu Ye Bhava is the one that we're learning.
Yeah, his point there is Mahajanayena Kata Sapanta. I think it's from Mahabharata originally, that verse. Because a lot of the Chaitanya Charitam verses in Sanskrit, they're quoted from other Shastras. The verses at the beginning, in Arpita Charim Chirat Karunaya Bhartina Kalau, those are compiled by Krishnadas Das Goswami. He's Kaviraj, he's actually compiling those, especially for the book. So there, he's glorifying Mahavishnu, Shiradakshai Vishnu, in terms of Nityananda's Angshas. But a lot of the verses are in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. They're just quoted from different Upanishads and Mahabharat, etc. Yeah, it is. What's similar there, Prabhuji, is they've got argument, but they're talking about mundane arguments to establish. This is mundane arguments to establish truth in the Shastric way, but to understand the inconceivable nature of the Lord, it can be applied. It can be applied, yes, ultimately to that, but that is very wide for anyone arguing. You see, say for example, we're arguing, you're a Mayavadi, I'm a Mayavadi. Prabhu is Karma Mimamsa, Dhammadas Karma Mimamsa, and you're a Vaishnava. So, we may argue on the basis of the Shastras. So that's that Tarka, the Mahabharata verse there. How does it start again? Tarka?
Tarko Pratishtha Shrutayo Vibhinna.
Tarko Pratishta Shutayo Vibhinna. Go on.
Na sav rasir yasya matam na bhinnam.
Yes.
Dharmasya tatvam nihitam guhayam mahajano yena gata sapantaha.
Oh, here he is. I thought he would come. That's right, Prabhu. That verse is from Mahabharata. Oh, Swagatam Namaha, Swagatam Namaha, Swagatam Namaha, Pushpanjaliyai Namaha. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, welcome.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
I was just telling Bhagavad Prana about you. And he was shocked. He said, no, he wouldn't be interested in all this.
Well, I should get interested in.
He didn't say that. That's my crazy Welsh comment. This is what it's about. Keeping it light, keeping it fun, but it's a very serious subject matter at the same time. We all know that. So did you look at Bhagavad Gita 2:11, Prabhuji?
Just a little bit. Yes.
Great question. We start here because this is where Krishna begins. He takes here the position as a guru. Up until this point, they're buddies, they're cousins. Arjuna and Krishna, they're cousin friends. They're very light. They joke amongst each other, and etc. But this is where the point, it gets a very serious. The point gets very serious here, and Arjuna's attitude to Krishna completely changes at this point. Is his buddy, is his friend. Now he's realizing that, of course, no, Krishna is very, very, he is actually the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he's acting in that capacity of reverence at this point. Just like, you may have a friendship with the king, and you get over familiar. It's like, say you're the king's brother or whatever, or you can get over familiar with the king and forget he's the king. And then, suddenly, you may make an offense in a sense, to the king. It's a kind of similar thing. Oh, Hare Krishna. Namaste. Krishna, I have to get serious with you here. This is Arjuna's point. And Krishna gives him a little slap. Tapa. Asochan. Okay, Prabhu, go ahead. This is Damodar Bilasya on top. Okay,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
this is Damodar
Hare
Bilasya.
Krishna Prabhuji.
He's in Mumbai and he lives in UK. Damodar Prabhu, you can just do that Achinta Kaliye Baba Natam Tarkene Yo Jayet. You just do that verse
Okay,
when
Prabhu.
it's ready.
Okay, sir.
Achincha Kaliye Baba Natam Tarkene Yo Jayet Prakritibhya Paramyacha Tad Achintasya Lakshanam.
Okay. I'll do that now. अचिन्त्यः खलु ये भावा न तां तर्केण योजयेत् प्रकृतिभ्यः परं यच्च तद् अचिन्तस्य लक्षणम्. Anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable, whereas arguments are all mundane. Since mundane arguments cannot touch transcendental subject matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through mundane arguments.
Very nice. Go ahead, Bhagavad Puran Prabhu.
Achintya kalu ye bhava tam starkena yojaye prakritibhya param yatscha tatscha chintyasya lashanam. Anything paranormal or transcendental to material nature is called inconclusive. Since mundane arguments cannot touch spiritual matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through mundane arguments.
Very nice, Prabhu. Very nice. Okay, Akinchana, do you want to have a go at that verse?
Yeah, but I'm sorry, I missed. Where can I find that verse?
It's 2:11, Prabhu.
Bhagavad Gita 2:11.
No, that's not 2:11.
Oh,
That's
you're
what
reading
Chan-
something-
The one he's been given.
Oh, no. I've asked him to just 2:11.
Oh, so I'm going to do a different verse.
2:11.
Yeah, 2:11. Bhagavad
Okay.
Gita 2:11.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I'm just going over what we are learning right now. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Asyochan Anvasochastvam Pragya Bhadamscha Bhashase Gata Sun Agatasumscha Nanu Sochanti Pandita. I'm sorry, I haven't put any time into trying to learn this.
Prabhu, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. By the time we finish with you, you're going to be saying it like Lord Krishna himself. Go. Okay, Bhagavad Puran, you have a go at that verse, Prabhu.
What's the first word?
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Asochan Vasochastam Pragyavadamscha Bhasate Katasum Akatasumscha Nanu Sochanti Panditaha.
Right. You did it too fast. You rushed it. You rushed it. And remember what we do. We remember you speak the shloka nice and slowly, and then we can speak it properly. Go ahead, Damodar Prabhu.
Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Ashocyan Anvashocastvam Pragyavadamscha Bhashase Gatasums Agatasumscha Nanu Shochanti Panditaha. the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking the learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so what we're doing here, I'll recite it and I'm going to remind you all how it sounds with the proper long dirgha akaras, the visargas and everything, just to remind you again, okay? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Asochan Anvasochastvam Pragyabhadangscha Bhashase Gatasung Agatasungscha Nanusochanti Panditaha. Everyone remember? Panditaha.
Yep.
Panditaha means many. Pandit au means two. Pandit aha means one pandit. Okay? Go ahead, Bhagavapan. Do it again nice and slow, the way you normally do it.
Shochananvashocastvam pragyavadamscha bhasase gatasungscha nanusochanti panditaha.
Yes, Prabhu. And the translation is?
The Supreme Personality Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor the dead.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the, let's a minute. Let's try to find out why this is like this. Shouldn't be like that. It should be, shouldn't be all these things, yeah? Play from the start, hooray! Okay, okay, this is the first verse. Okay, forget all this. Let's go straight to this one here. This is talking about where the in this course, Prabhu, we discuss where the diacritics come from. You know, the English diacritics, who founded them, who wrote them. We discuss these things. A little history, so we know a little bit about the background. All right. What we're going to look at now is the verse in question. Well, let's go here. Oh, dear me. Sorry about this. I'm just going here to your verse.
So, Sakyara Saprama Prabhu, don't forget to send Kinchana Krishna Prabhu this PDF file.
Yes, I'll send it to him. Yeah, it's a very easy. It doesn't look easy, obviously, but we've made it as easy as possible. Oh, dear me. Where's that shloka gone?
Which shloka?
Asochan and Vasochastvam. I wanted to have it up there for him. Just a second. Just give me a second. Have another go, Prabhu Kinchana. Have a look at the words, and you'll notice in the Sanskrit that there's lines, as we know, above the letters. So, for example, Asochan. It's not Asochan and Vasochastvam. It's Asochan and Vasochastvam. Like that, you see. So this is our ucharanam. This is where we're picking up now how to speak the Sanskrit nicely. First of all, Asochan, the R. When we have a long R, it means it's twice as long as a. In Sanskrit, one A is a, and the R with the line is ah. Okay. So little things like this we're learning. Have another go, Prabhu, and I'll find this for you now.
When the diacritic above the S, like the little dash above the S, doesn't
Yep.
that indicate like a sh sound?
Yeah, there's
as
three
opposed to
types. We'll talk about those right now. We'll just do a general sh, but we have to talk a bit where the sounds come from in the mouth. but we'll discuss that later. Don't worry. Okay?
Okay. Asho chan anvasochastvam.
Oh, yes.
Or we should do a tune, right?
Oh, don't, no.
Aso
At the moment, Prabhu. Prabhu, no. No tunes. We're talking about Ucharanam. First is Ucharanam. Then we can do all the chandas. Don't worry about that. So just speak it first, okay?
Okay. Asochan anvasochastvam. Pragya vadams chabashase. Gatasun agatasumscha. Nanu sochanti panditaha.
Okay, very nice, Prabhu. Okay, and the translation is?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead.
Lovely. Okay, tell me something about the verse. What hits you about that verse? What's hitting you right now?
Well, it's I mean, you already gave some commentary. It's
No,
like
no.
when
You were
Krishna,
you were an individual person, you see, and we all see things slightly differently, in a different light. In other words, it's the same meaning, but you will find something in the verse that affects you in a certain way more than me. We talk about this later with different words. When we do the test, there's a whole system that makes this verse your how do you say, you take ownership of the verse in your own way. It's making it more personal to you. It's a whole system we use. So what strikes you with this verse?
well, Krishna's now become the guru of Arjuna. Before they were in a friendly mood, and now he's in the role of a guru, so the guru has a right to chastise and correct the disciple.
Yeah.
And he's telling him, like, you know, what you're saying sounds smart, but it's not actually reality.
Yes.
And right, those who are wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. What an incredibly heavy comment. I mean, I lament when people die. I think most people lament when people die. um, you know, what does it mean to be at a level of consciousness that I wouldn't lament the loss of people that are dear to me?
Yes.
What kind of unwise person am I that I'm still going to lament those things?
That's right, Babuji. Okay, that's great. That's you. This is you now. You see, each person, Prabhu, will answer it differently. This is the point. And nobody's right, nobody's wrong. This is you. Okay? This is why we do this. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
That we are persons. And what we do on this program, we are pushing individual personality very strongly. And there's no judgment at all that the way you've said it is wrong, the way I've said it is right. And this goes on. Petty arguments go on like this all the time. Oh, I didn't like the way you said that. It's because he's an individual. This is the opposite to Mayavad. So this program is helping us root out impersonalism within ourselves as well. There's a lot of hidden benefits. Isn't that right, Bhagavad Purana, Prabhu? Yes. So it's quite a deep program. It's not just on one level, okay? It's going into it's helping us. And well, how would you say it, Damodar? How would you describe it?
Which one?
This point we're making.
About this verse, particular verse you're talking about.
See, now Damodar Prabhu, he hasn't caught on to what we're talking about because he's an individual person. See? True. Yes, and I'm not judging him for that at all. He had something, because I was talking to you, he had something on his mind he was dealing with there. And that's okay. It's about
I just got some message. I was trying to reply that.
See? There we are. See, so this is about being becoming a person. Becoming a person means understanding people see things differently, and it's okay. It's okay. Unless they're Mayavadi. That's another thing. But even then, we don't have to argue with them. Okay, so let's have a look at this. And I found it for you. There we go. This is another one. This is a bigger program. The other program is more concise. This is a bigger program for studying with. So let's just go here. And let's go to your Shloka. Oh, this is what a typical meeting looks like. Something like that, yeah?
Nice.
We've had big meetings. They have got smaller of late, but they go in waves. They go in waves. And I'm now making up a new card. I had a meeting, by the way, Prabhus, I had a meeting with Lokanath Swami. And Lokanath Swami, he's putting this on his website now, on his personal one. And he's also given me 2 new Sanskrit teachers, and they're going to join us. And they're on his team. And I think I mentioned it to Akinchana Prabhu. So I met one of them over there, and they've seen the website and they've seen what we're doing. They're really, really excited about it. So I'll be inviting them to come. And I know that you wanted some new people to come in as well. So that's all been done. And he's given me the blessing to make a card as well. And I can pass that card out here at the in the temple. I'm having a card. Hey, do you know where they make cards up here, Bhagavad Pran Prabhu?
You can probably ask the temple mail out department. I used to get invitation cards from them that they print up, and the Bhishma department or the mail out department. I think it's on top of the welcome center. There's a stairway outside.
Yeah.
And you go up the stairs, and that's the mail out department, I believe.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, thanks for telling. I'm going to get some cards printed up with the ISKCON Kirtan Ministry logo, and I'll just pass, instead of talking, I'll just pass them out to different devotees. Like, for example, I'll give some to you and to Kinshana Prabhu. You can give out some to people who may be interested, etc. Okay, Prabhu. So Kinshana, let's have a look at the verse to give you a bird's eye view. Can you see my arrow? Okay.
Yeah, I see.
So yeah, this is this letter here. It looks like an S, doesn't it? Huh?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Funny enough, this is Shri. This is Shri. This is a BH, G, Va, and then this line here is making the, like the line above the A. That one there is the line above the A. Bhagava, then N is there, and U is there. Added. Bhagavanu. So when we say Bhagavanu Vacha here, really, you see, because of the way English is formed, we have to say Sri Bhagavan Uvach, like a separate word. In Sanskrit, it's actually connected. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. So the long one is Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. Can you do that one, Bhagavad Guru? Oh, your sound.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Yes. And Damodar Prabhu?
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
So it's not Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, it's Shri Bhagavanu.
Vanu Vacha.
We can't write it
Yes.
there. If I try to write it there, it'll look like a big mess, like Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. So it has to be written this way. Factually, it's one word, Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Can you say that, Prabhu?
I see that.
Why is it one word?
No, it's 2 words. Yes, it is 2
It's
words.
2 words, but it's pronounced as a conjunctive.
Sandhi, yes.
It's
called Sandhi.
Why
yeah.
is it pronounced? Why is it pronounced as one word?
because it is one word. See, we can't write it in one word in English. Yeah. We can't write it there. I showed you before. If we wrote this in one word, right, it would look like this. Oops. Right. Now, does that look nice? Hello. It looks like a mess, doesn't it? So we have to, remember I told you before, we have to separate them. So what we're trying to do now is remember little things like Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. There we are. Little thing about, this is a little tiny point about pronunciation to help us, that's all. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go here to the verse again. Sorry about that. I'm not using this program so much these days with the groups. I'm looking for a Kinshana Prabhu. Right, a Kinshana Prabhu? Let's have a
Yeah.
look at the verse for you. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Can you say that, Prabhu?
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
That's it, lovely. Vacha.
Vacha.
Yeah, it's twice as long. The long A is twice as long as a short A. Vacha.
Vacha.
Okay, now we've got here Ashochan. Go ahead.
Asyochan.
Ashochan.
Ashochan.
No, longer. Ashochan.
Asochan.
Yeah, don't be hesitant. Overdo it, you know. Overdo the whole thing. Be like Ashochan, you know. Really go over the top because you'll gradually come to the right level there. Ashochan.
Asochan.
That's it. Anvasochastvam.
Anvasochastvam.
Beautiful. Pragya.
Pragya.
Vadangscha.
Vadamscha.
Vadangscha.
Vadamscha.
Bhashase.
Bhashase.
Lovely. Bhashase.
Bhashase.
Right, now this one. Gatasoon.
Gatasoon.
Lovely. Gatasoon.
Gatasoon.
Agatasoonsh.
Agatasoomscha.
No. Agatasoonsh.
Agatasoomscha.
That's no, there's no cha. Forget the cha. Agatasoonsh.
Agatasoomsh.
That's lovely. Just that word. Agatasoonsh.
Agatasoomsh.
Lovely. Ch.
Ch.
Yeah. Ch is not like, it's not cha. It's not cha. It's ch. Ch.
Ch.
That's it. Nanu.
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 Shochanti.
Sochanti.
Shochanti.
Shochanti.
Lovely. Panditaha.
Panditaha.
Oh, you've just said the verse perfectly. Let's give him a clap. Hello. Well done. I don't know how you did that, Prabhu, but you did it very well. How does it feel to say it perfectly?
nice, much
Yes,
nicer
because
than
you see,
not knowing
you
what I'm
don't-
doing.
yeah, no. Your point is this: you don't have to know it. You don't have to be perfect on your own. But you've just said it perfectly right now for the first time. I mean, not perfectly like I'm a pandit and I can say it really. I'm a like a 40% perfect Sanskrit, maybe 30%. You know, if you heard the real pandit speaking it, we'd all be struggling here. But it is a lot better than what you just said it now. Like, say it again, your own way.
Shri Bhagavanuvācha asochan anvasochastvam pragya vadamscha bhashase gatasun agatasumscha nanu shochanti panditaha.
Well, give him a clap. Damodar, Bhagwat, what do you think of that, Prabhu? That was amazing. That was like 100 times better than what you spoke it earlier on. It was so good. You're going to be really good. What do you think, Damodar, Prabhu? I can't hear you.
He's already good. Probably we couldn't pronounce in the beginning. Even I know Sanskrit, and I couldn't pronounce as good as he can.
Yeah,
From the
I'm shocked.
yes, very nice, Prabhu. You're doing very well.
It takes, someone comes and does it, right? Shri Bhagavanu Vacha, Asochan Vasocha, like this. And then, it takes them like 2 or 3 weeks to get to where you just got there. It's in one go. So you've
True.
only heard it pronounced properly once, and you've caught it like that. So you should be very encouraged. We're not giving you any rubbish, trash and all this stuff. This is the fact. Okay.
Oh, can you hear you, Grandma?
Can you really?
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to speak quiet. They can hear me. My wife said she could hear me down the corridor. Asochan and vasochat mam bhagyavadans chabhashase.
Let's just put it that way. He doesn't need a microphone.
Okay. It doesn't need, no, I'm a singer, isn't it? That's the thing. Okay. All right. Let's just
Actually, this Indra Prabhu was doing kirtan one time. It was in the summertime, and the temple was practically empty. But I was with him, and he was doing kirtan, and then in the middle of the kirtan, he turns to me and he says, "Lord Chaitanya didn't use a microphone."
Oh. Hey, but he happens to be.
Krishna
Oh, and he
himself.
also said,
Put it this way, he doesn't need one.
It's Krishna himself.
But in the groups, they had several singers and they had several madanga players and 2 or 3 key dancers, and the dancers would be expressing. They wouldn't just be dancing, the regular Swami steps, These would be expressing all kinds of spiritual emotions in the dance, and practically it's like a kirtan version of Bharatnatyam. The dances. Has anybody seen an amazing dancer in kirtan in this
"Yeah,
school?
Akinchana Krishna Prabhu is one good example."
Oh, okay. All right. Hooray! Damodar Prabhu, have you seen any amazing dance? I've seen 2 in my life.
What is that?
Three.
Dances?
Attention is one of them now as well.
You mean the dancers?
Yes.
Yeah, there are so many people that they do like they enjoy themselves,
No,
and
no,
they
no, no,
I think
no, no. I'm talking about someone now who is like Like it's like an actor on a stage.
On the stage, you mean, not
No,
dancing with the,
no. He's dancing in the kirtan, and he's like an
yeah,
actor. Not and at points in the kirtan, not all the time, but at points
yeah,
when the kirtan goes on. We had one kirtan went on for oh god, I don't know how many hours, from 7 o'clock till 1 in the morning on Nityananda's clearance day once at the temple. It was a 6 hour. How many? 7, 5, 6 hours. It was a wild kirtan. Nobody could get to sleep there. The temple. What's it? The guy looking after the money. The Gokulananda Prabhu, Prabhupada's disciple. He was trying to sleep in the what's it called? The treasury. The treasurer. He ended up getting a sack of flour on his head. It was a wild night. He came downstairs. He said, "Look at me! Look what happened!" It went crazy
yeah.
that night. And who would be there in that kirtan? Udayananda Prabhu.
Okay.
Udayananda, Prabhupada's disciple. Anybody know him?
No, I don't know.
Well, he's one of the most amazing dancers and of expression in kirtan I've seen. Really
I
amazing.
remember, I don't know the name. I've seen one of Guru Maharaj's Kirtan on the
Yeah.
video, and I think it was somewhere in US. I don't remember exactly which place, somewhere in USA. And his Kirtan, it was really exhilarating Kirtan. And
Yeah.
two people, I think one was a black body devotee and one was white body devotee.
Okay.
They were dancing so nicely in synchronization.
Oh,
They're dancing in a sync.
yeah.
Beautiful. I've never seen anybody dance like that. They're
Yeah.
in the sync, with each other. And I really like it. I keep on seeing again and again that one. I have saved it.
Oh, I do
It's very
remember
nice.
also, you reminded me now, Keshi Satru Prabhu and Sanjaya, Prabhupada's disciples. I remember they were doing a Guru Puja. They were dancing once together, and they were playing Madanga together, and they were moving like peacocks together.
Yeah.
And I was stunned. They just started moving together like how a peacock would. Probably in Vrindavan, you've seen all these things are common anyway.
Yes, yes, yes.
They
yes,
suddenly
yes.
start moving. Well, what time do you do a kirtan at Kitchener, Prabhu? When can I come and join the dance club?
Especially for the Raj Bogartik starting at 12 noon.
Uh-huh. Okay. And then do they do they don't do Bogarti because it's a Kitchener a Kirtan. So
We
okay.
just sing
So
Hare Krishna mantra.
yeah, I know. So what we'll do then, we'll come along for 12:30, and do you get into it every day or is it just occasionally?
Mostly every day. But no, don't come at 12:30. I mean, maybe you'll still catch a few minutes, but best is if you come at 12 noon.
Okay. All right then, Prabhu. Well, we should come at 12. Now tomorrow I'm meeting Vyasaki Prabhu for lunch. At the his Ekadashi, he says to meet him at MVT or something. They have some special Ekadashi lunch there. So I can't do that. But what I will do is come on Wednesday, 12 o'clock. We'll be there
Super.
or we'll be square.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. And we also, isn't it, Damodar? We like a bit of a dance, don't we?
Of course.
Damodar is an amazing dancer. He does headstands. He does
I would have been a good dancer. My knees are giving up now, so I can't jump at least.
Okay. All right, that's great to know. So let's go back again. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Right, let's speak it a bit. Speak out now.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Lovely. Asochan Anvasochas Tvang.
Asochan Anvasochastvam.
That's very good. Pragyavadangscha bhashase.
Pragnavadamscha bhashase.
Pragyavadangscha bhashase.
Pragnavadamscha bhashase.
Gatasun agatasungscha.
Gatasun agatasumscha.
Cha.
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 Like,
Cha.
cha, cha.
Cha. Cha.
Gatasun agatasungscha.
Gatasun agatasumscha.
Nanu sochanti panditaha.
Nanu shochanti panditaha.
Beautiful. Okay, now you've got this, and what I'll do, if you said, have I got your WhatsApp?
I sent in the website on the form. I sent my WhatsApp number, but I could send it to you again.
No, it's there. What I'll do, I'll send you this recording on your WhatsApp, and you can have a listen to it and see how you're doing. And then when you see how you started and how you're speaking during the lesson, you can gauge yourself. Okay. Yeah, because most people, it takes them a while to even figure out how they're speaking in the first place, and then, but if you hear yourself, then you think, wow, you've made a lot of progress very quickly. So well done for that. Well done for that. Okay, this is some other stuff here. All right, let's go to this verse here. We're just going to help him a bit tonight. Damodar Prabhu, can you do Natrevaham Jatunasam?
The next one.
Yes, this is 212, Prabhuji.
212, okay. Datvevaham jatu nasam natvam neme janadipaha nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayam atah param.
Okay, Bhagavad Prabhu.
Na tvevaham jatnasam natvam neme janadipaha nachaiva na bhavishyama sarve vayamata param.
Very good. Now this dot here, Prabhuji, under the H, this is called Visarga in Sanskrit. And there's different types of Visargas based on where they appear. If it's at the end of the verse, here, it's aha. If it's here with in the middle of the verse, there's two lines, you see. This is one line, this is the next line here. So Nachaiva na bhavishyama, that because there's a sat following. Right. Oh, welcome.
I know.
Welcome to Vrindavan. I've got the Vrindavan cutout blues. Oh, Govardhan. Hari Bol Prabhu. Hari Krishna. Govardhan.
Yeah, he's been there for some time, Prabhuji.
Yes. Hari Bol Prabhuji. Hari Krishna. Nice to see you, my friend. This is Govardhan Prabhu. And he was in the temple back in the 80s. He was a very nice Sankirtan devotee, very wonderful preacher. And he used to distribute books. They used to fly out of his hands as if by mystic potency. I don't know how he did it. But he was fabulous, wonderful devotee. And we've just met, when did we meet? About 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, on the reunion meeting, I think.
That's right. In the reunion meeting, we're having a reunion of devotees joining ISKCON in UK and Ireland and those countries where it's 78 to 86 who went through having two gurus, Diksha gurus, leave ISKCON. So we all went through this period where we actually had to endure absolute, like it was like a tragedy of chaos in ISKCON because gurus were falling down and it was very, very confusing. But we got through it. We got through it somehow. And we're still here today. And I hadn't met Prabhu for how long was it? 40
I don't know,
years?
yeah,
40
40 years sounds about right, something like that.
40
As soon
years.
as we met on the meeting, we said, aha, no, I called you up. Didn't, no, I didn't. We met in the meeting, that's right. And then I called you up. So somehow or another, 40 years, and we're immediately good buddies. This is Krishna consciousness. Haribol.
There you go.
40 years past, no contact at all. This is
Yeah.
the power of Krishna consciousness.
Yeah.
And he looks even more handsome than he looked in those days. I don't know how you do it, Prabhu. Amazing. So here is a Kinchana Krishnadas. He's in Vrindavan. He's living in Vrindavan. He's a fantastic, amazing kirtan dancer and performer. Lovely singer and everything. He does 24-hour kirtan. And he's living.
Yes.
He's from the US. Where did you say you were from again, Prabhu? Kinchana?
New York, Prabhu.
Oh, he's a New Yorker. He's a New Yorker. But he's a posh New Yorker. He speaks very posh, very nicely. He doesn't speak, where are you guys from? You know, he's not one of these New Yorkers. And this is Bhagavad Puran Prabhu. He's been in Vrindavan at the top here with Ayendra's Kirtan for 25, or is it 25 or 26?
No, 15.
Huh?
I've been in Vrindavan for about 25 years total,
Yeah.
and working under Indra Prabhu for about 15 years.
Yeah. Well, if you can work under Ayendra Prabhu for 15 days, you're doing really well. He was 15 years. Ayendra wasn't, he didn't mess around. You know, he would, if you were out of it, he let you know straight away. He was right there. He wasn't right there. He was right there. But pure devotee of Krishna, pure devotee, no hetu, ahoituki bhakti, completely pure intention. His intent was so amazing. And the top one here is Damodar Vilas Prabhu, and he's right now in Mumbai, but he actually lives in Manchester, the greatest city in England. Where did you come from, Prabhu? Govardhan?
Manchester.
Oh, Manchester.
Yes.
That's
Which
where
part
the
of
body
Manchester? Which part of Manchester?
Altrincham.
Altrincham.
South.
Oh, yes.
Bowden.
Posh area.
Yeah.
Bowden, yes.
Bowden.
I
You
know
know
it's not
Bowden?
far.
Bowden.
Yeah. I live in Stockport, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Stockport. Yes, not
Yeah.
far from Bowden.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
We just did a school in Altrincham.
All right.
I'll tell you what it is called. We visited there. Where's the diary? Oh, I'll tell you later. But fantastic. So welcome, Prabhu. He's coming for the first time. Akinchana Prabhu is coming for the first time. And we're looking at Bhagavad Gita. Right now we're on Bhagavad Gita 212. Do you have a Gita with you, Prabhuji?
I got one. I know this verse, or like I better get the Gita though.
Okay.
He knows the verse already, he said.
Okay, let's go here then. Let's do this one. I know it's in this one. Oops. Excuse me, Prabhu. Wait a minute. I was looking for that earlier on. It was there. Amazing. There we go. This is the one, Prabhu. Go ahead, Govardhan Prabhu. Please, one thing, say slowly, speak very slowly, please.
Na tvaham jatuna sang, na tvam neme janadipa, na chaiva na bhavisyama, sarve vayam param.
Okay, lovely. And the translation is, never was there a time.
And when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now, like with the Kinchana Prabhu, he just recited Bhagavad Gita 2:11. So Chan, could you recite it for us, the Kinchana Prabhu?
Ashochan anvasochastvam pragna bhadhams chabhashase gatasun agatasumscha gatasun agatasumscha nanu shochanti panditaha.
Panditaha. Okay, so what we're doing here, Govardhan Prabhu, we
Yeah.
learn the verse. So we're doing it like learning, and as we learn the verse, we learn the Vyakaran, we learn the different types of Visargas. A Visarga is a dot here under the H, and it says here, there's Upadmaniya, there's a Lopa Visarga, there's different types of Visargas, and as we go along, we just explain about these little things, so we are improving. Now, what we've got here, now we've got Natrevaham. We've got the Dirga. Dirga in Sanskrit, Prabhuji, means long. So Akaraha is the R. Dirga Akaraha means a long R. So we've got Natrevaham. Could you say that, Govardhan Prabhu?
Natvevaham.
Now, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to lift your voice as a tone higher,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
tone higher, and say with determination, Natrevaham.
Natvevaham.
Now you say the R twice as long. Natrevaham.
Natvevaham.
That's perfect. Again, Natrevaham.
Natvevaham.
Again, Natrevaham.
Natvevaham.
It's good. And a bit more. Natrevaham.
Natvevaham.
Okay, then we've got Jatu. Now, Jatu means at any time in Sanskrit. So we've got Jatu.
Jatu.
Yeah. Now, normally we would say it like this. Nativaham jatu nasam. See, we say it like this, you see. The proper pronunciation, Nativaham jatu nasam. Go ahead.
Natvevaham jatu nasam.
Okay. Again with the jatu.
Natvevaham jatu nasam.
Yeah. Now, overdo, when you say the long A, overdo it like this. Natvevaham jatu nasam. It's a bit longer, but you'll get used to the idea. I've got to overdo it, the R's, okay? And the E's also. We'll come to that later. Okay? Natrevaham jatu nasam.
Natvevaham jatu nasam.
Say it longer.
Natvevaham jatu nasam.
All right, I'll give you an example. Natrevaham jatu nasam.
Natvevaham jatu nasam.
Jatu is too short. Natrevaham jatu nasam. Go on, go for it.
Okay. Natvevaham jatu nasam.
That's it. What we do is because we haven't got the confidence in ourselves psychologically, we close up. You see, because we're not sure. What I'm saying is, don't worry about that. Overdo it. You know, I'll tell you what. I'll give you an example. When I was doing my driving test, I'd failed 3 times. For a reason. Twice I was intoxicated with the smoking things. So the thing is, the 3rd time I tried my test, the driving instructor said, "I'm not going to teach you how to pass your test. I'm not going to teach you how to drive. I'm going to teach you how to pass your test." Okay? How am I going to pass my test? He said, you overdo. When you do a mirror signal maneuver, you do an MSM, mirror signal maneuver, he said, you instead of looking, you look like that. You overdo it. Overdo everything, he said. Okay? This is how you pass your test. So I'm applying the same thing here. Right? We overdo it at the beginning, and then gradually you'll find your You know, that will give you confidence. So we go, Natrevaham jatuna sam. Go on, one more time.
Natvevaham jatu nasham. I
Okay,
missed it.
that's okay. That's all right. You're getting the point. Don't worry. You're just hearing this for the first time, so don't worry about it. Go on, Prabhu. Akinchanabhu, give him a. He hasn't even done this yet properly. Have a go.
Natvevaham jatu nasam.
See, he made a mistake with the jatu as well. You see, we all do that. I was doing it for ages.
Oh,
Yeah.
Natvevaham jatu nasam. It's
That's
more
the
like
one.
that.
Very good. And again.
Natvevaham jatu nasam.
Natvam ne me janati paha.
Natvam ne me janadipaha.
There we go. Now, Janadi Paha, Govardhan Prabhu, what we've
Yeah.
got here, Janam Deepa, Deepa means the light, Janam of men, of people. So what we've got here, Prabhuji, is that we've got Janadi Paha. Janadi Paha, without the long A, means one person, one king. Now, Vande Sanatana Rugu Yugao. This Rugao means two. So in Sanskrit, if I say Deepao, Deepaha, one. Deepao, two. Deepaha, many. Three or many. Okay, it's plural. So that is why, if I say Janadipaha, I'm saying one king, one person. If I say Janadipaha, then it's many kings. That's the difference, okay? So, Natram Neme Janadipaha. Have a go, Prabhu, Govardhan. Have a go at this one.
The second line.
Yeah.
Natvam neme janadipa.
Beautiful. Neme, neme.
Neme.
That's right. A is also a bit longer. We'll talk about that later. Natram neme janadipaha.
Natvam neme janadipa.
Lovely. Okay, let's have a go of this one. I'd like to ask Bhagavad Purana to do this one. You can hear how he's doing. He's been doing it now for about 4 years, and he's an expert Sanskrit pronouncer now. Go on.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Natvevaham Jatanasam Natvam Neme Janadipaha. Sorry, Natvam Neme Janadipaha Nachaiva Na Bhavishyama Sarve Vayamata Param.
Okay, now normally, Govardhan and Kinchana Prabhu, this one here, Bhavishyamaha, that would be a Visarga, but because it's followed by a S in Sanskrit, it becomes what we call Lopa, dropped. So these are some Sanskrit grammar, little grammar that we can pick up as we go along. I know it sounds like a lot, so don't worry about it, but that's why he's not pronounced as the Visarga there. This is Bhavishyamaha, but because it's followed by a Sa, it becomes Na Chaiva Na Bhavishyama Sarve Vayam Atapparam. Okay, so let's have a look at the meaning of the verse. Could you read it out, Govardhan Prabhu?
Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be.
All right, the Kinchana Prabhu. Can you go from the top and do the English?
Is it gone off? It's gone off, I think, probably.
Oh, it's gone off for a minute. Yeah, okay. All right. So Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadipaha natchaiva na bhavishyama sarve vayam ataf. Here we again just to remind you here, this one here is followed by a pa, so it becomes a fa. Oh, he's back. These are little things in Sanskrit that we can learn as we sort of go along. You don't learn the whole Sanskrit. We just learned a little bit about it. Okay, Kitchen Approval, if you want to do the verse and the translation, give it a try.
Natvevaham jatu nasam natvam neme jana dipaha nachaiva na bhavishyama sarve vayam ataha param.
Yes, we just mentioned now the ataha is correct, but when it is followed by pa, we'll explain this is called upadmaniya. When it's followed by a pa, it becomes ataf param. Okay?
Fa.
Ataf param. This is, we say it in the temple, ataf param, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's good to know how it should sound, and maybe we can even make it sound like that as best as possible. Okay. Let's go here.
Ata param.
Ataf param.
Fa. Fa.
Right, let's have
Ataf.
a go at this one now. A simple thing. This is what we're talking about here, learning slokas, which is what we're doing. But as an introduction, we just go over basically, you can learn, how many slokas have you learned about Bhagavad Purana, roughly?
It's 200.
200 slokas. Give him a clap. And on the website, he says, can you teach an old dog new tricks? Yes, you can, he said.
Wow.
Isn't it right, Prabhu? Yes, I've got it up on the website. Have you seen the website, Govardhan, Prabhu?
I have.
Okay,
I
what do
believe.
you think of it?
I can't remember because I just looked at it quickly.
Oh, okay, no worries, no worries.
I think I liked it.
Okay, that's nice. Well,
I looked at the website, but I couldn't find the stuff from Bhagavad Purana. I was looking all over for that, clicking through
you're
all
looking, you'll
parts,
see,
but I couldn't
you see-
find that.
you'll see. It comes under. Ek minute. It comes under. We got new share chat. How do we get out of this share? Companions. Oh, no. Stop share. Okay, here we are. Arrivo. So what we got here is there any difference in my sound there?
No, it's
Okay,
fine.
good. That's me fiddling around here. Right, let's just go out of there. Can I take that out? Let's go there. I'm just trying to find it for you, help you out. There we go. Prabodhananda. We went to Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur's Samadhi for the first time a couple of days ago. He wrote the Chaitanya Chandamrita. It's a beautiful book. And it was lovely to go there. Let's just go to Shloka Feb. Shloka Course Feb, there we go. And I'll show you where it is. Testimonial. About us, go down testimonials, okay? About us,
Okay.
then testimonials. And then on there, you'll see blah, blah, blah. You know, everyone is there. All the different people joining in. Just a second. I'll show it to you right now. Share screen. And
There he is, Bhagavad Purana Prabhu, 24-hour Kirtan Vrindavan. Nice.
got it? Got it? These are all
found
people. Melinda Montague from Hawaii. Of course, she was in Portland now. These are people, a lot of them are not initiated. Can you believe it? A lot of these people are not even initiated on this group. They're just, many of them, they're just interested to learn. This lady here, she's from Malaysia. She's an author from Wales. She lives from Singapore. She lives in Wales. And yeah, where's Bhagavad Purana's picture? There he is.
There he is. There he is.
My material body mind is soon going to be blah, blah, blah. Can you teach an old dog new tricks? Yes, you can. Hooray. Thank God for that. Okay. That's a little share there. This is the site here. And gives you, this is from Lokanath Swami. He wants me to take this up and really push Sanskrit pronunciation in ISKCON around the world. Really get devotees pronouncing Sanskrit and, you know, really going for it. Mahatma Prabhu, a very good, close friend. Nice. Do you remember Mahatma Govardhan Prabhu?
Yeah, yeah, I follow his stuff.
Yeah, yeah. We've been very good friends for many years, playing music everywhere. And these are the online meetings. Here, by the way, Govardhan Prabhu, you don't only learn, you also get, a diploma. You get different levels. You get Pravesh, Parichai, Prabhav, and there's 6 altogether. So that's the one we're doing for the 4th one now. We're just about sorting that one out. So this is the site. This is about pronouncing Sanskrit correctly. What is sound? What is sound that comes from the mouth? How is it formed? You know, physics. We cover some physics here. It's a very nice, simple. What is a shloka? What is a shloka? It's all there on the site, so we can understand things from a more etymological level. You know, from a more foundational level. Really, that's the idea. What do you think?
I think it's great. I think your website's great. Yeah, I somehow I missed the testimonial page when I went through it, but I looked at a lot of the different pages, and I
Okay.
was very impressed. That's why I wrote to you.
Yeah, well, I have a PhD in ignorance, you see. So this is how I'm doing so well. And I'm a VIP. I'm a very ignorant person. You know, let me tell you something. I left school at the age of 15. I have no educational qualifications from school at all. I just dropped out. I was a rock guitarist in the band, and I was my father was a CID inspector, and I was a rebel, and I was a total rebel, and but I was a searcher of truth, and I did my research in libraries. I wasn't interested in education. It didn't do anything for me at all. But I've been educated by a certain A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He's my real educator and everything else. Apart from that, so if I can do this, any duffer can do it. What we call in England when you have no educational qualifications, they call them a duffer. What do you call them in America, Prabhu? Oh, a bozo? A bozo?
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly a bozo at school. I just didn't buy into it. I didn't buy into it at all. I was all right in history and various, but I wasn't interested in exams. Right. So I'm letting you know that. So if I can do this, anyone can. What do you think, Govardhan Prabhu?
Yeah.
Is that encouraging? Is that encouraging?
Yeah, it is. I get Bhagavad Purana Prabhu's point about being older. I'm 62. And I think it can be done, like teaching an old dog new tricks. It just takes longer. But knowing that repetition is the mother of learning, then eventually we get it, regardless of how old we are, if we want to. So
Yeah,
I think it's great. I think it can work, but it's going to take me a while because I have hardwired, like Bhagavad Prana Pro. I was looking at your testimonial, but you had shlokas you were dusting off, and I have a lot of shlokas there in various levels of my memory, which are hardwired pronunciation, the way that they've been pronounced out loud or in my mind for the last 40, 50 years or 40,
yes,
whatever it is. And that's hard to undo. It's like the famous sitar student, the two students, the story, everybody knows the story, right? Yeah. So you're going to have to unlearn with some of the older folks, double the work.
yeah,
Unlearn all the years of hardwired mispronunciation. So I think it's going to be more difficult. I have tendencies to revert back to the comfort zone of what's always been done.
yeah. Well, we've already thought about that, Prabhu. We've
Okay.
already anticipated that scenario, and we've got a plan. We've got plan B. We got a plan B to sort that problem out. It's called the drilling method. Okay, and it works so well. And it'll work on anyone. It's universal. So as we go through, right, where you find it's difficult to learn, or I'm slow, we'll show you the drilling method, and it's a method that's fail-safe. It's easy. It's a way to learn a shloka in the easiest possible way. It's painless, and it is very effective. And how could Bhagavad Purana learn 200 shlokas in 4 years? How could, but this, and do you know who created the drilling method? His name begins with P, R, A, B, H.
Here we go. Prabhupada.
He introduced this drilling method, and I've got it on the website. Okay, it's there, and how it works, and we just follow the leader. And I tell you a quick story. In 1987, I was here, and I was thinking to open a temple in South London, where we've been preaching for many years. And I prayed at Rupa Goswami Samadhi to get a blessing. And I went to the shop in the temple here. And that particular year, Satsrup Maharaj, he had produced a little red book called Prabhupada Nectar. There were overshoots of the Lilamrita. And on page 51 of the Nectar volume 5, I opened it up and it said how to open a temple. It was like a epiphany. I've just been to pray, and Prabhupada, and he had 5, 6 points how to open a temple. And you know what? I said, right, I'm just going to do this regardless. And that temple's still going today, 35 years later. And I haven't been there for many, 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 many years. It's still going strong. And how to open a temple. 5. If you follow, it's simple. If we simply follow and depend on Chaitasa, this is a verse. I want everyone to look at this one. No, the other Prabhus have learned. 1857. One of the most important verses in the Gita, 1857. Could you do it for us, Damodar Prabhu?
Chetasa sarva karmani mayi sannyasa matpara. Chetasa sarva karmani mayi sannyasa matpara. Buddhi yogam upashritya matchitam satatam bhava. And the translation is, in all activities, just depend upon me and work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me.
Who knows the verse? All right, Bhagavad Prabhu, go ahead. Chaitasa.
You're muted.
Chetasa sarva karmani buddhi yogam.
Mayi sannyas.
Maya
Mayi
sanyas
sanya.
chetasa sarvakarmani maya sanyasya matpara buddhi yogam upashita matchitta satatam bhava.
Yes, Prabhu.
In all activities just depend upon me and work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me.
So the secret is how much we're fully depending on Krishna. This is 6 stages Shanagati, surrender. It's all depending on one thing, how much we're fully depending on Krishna.
Krishna.
The more we fully depend on Krishna, the easier it gets to do anything. That's part of the whole program here. Learning how to
Depend on Krishna.
fully depend on Krishna. How to?
Depend on
Fully
Krishna.
depend on Krishna.
No, fully depend on Krishna. How to?
Fully
Fully
depend.
depend on Krishna.
Yes, we must learn how to fully depend on Krishna. This is the whole part and parcel of the whole program here. So we're learning shlokas. We're also learning how to fully depend on Krishna. It's a whole thing we're learning as part of as a group. It's with the shlokas and then when you have shlokas in your heart, the Lord speaks very, very nicely through us, very, very nicely through us, with those shlokas coming out like that. Very nice. So that's the whole idea. Give the Lord a chance to speak. The Lord is there. It's like if you have all the parts and parcels of a car in place, the car works nicely. We have to put everything in. So the more shlokas, the more we learn, the easier the knowledge comes out, and it comes out more subliminally. This is my personal experience anyway. Okay, so you've got Bhagavad Gita 2:11, 2:12, little homework, and this is a recorded set. So what I'll do, if you can send me, have I got down your WhatsApp? I've got it.
I'm not sure. I can send it to you if you don't have it. I'll have a look. I'm not sure if you do.
Yeah, no worries. Have we got the screen here? See chat at the bottom there?
Yeah.
Put it in the chat. Yeah. And then later on, when I come to the recording, I'll pick it up later. In fact, I can do it right now. There's my phone. Okay, Damodar Prabhu, let's do that last one we were doing now, from the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Okay. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Which one is that? Okay. I know which one is that. Achintya khalu ye bhava natams tarkena yojayet prakriti prakriti param yaccha tad akinchan achintasya lakshanam tad achintasya lakshanam. And the translation is anything transcendental to material nature is called inconceivable, whereas arguments are all mundane. Since mundane arguments cannot touch transcendental subject matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through mundane arguments.
Very good. Go ahead, Bhagavad Prabhu.
Achintya.
Khalu.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Achintya kalu ye bhava na tams tarkena yojayat prakriti param chayat
That's cha.
prakriti param yatcha tad achintyasya lakshanam. Anything transcendental or paranormal to the material nature is called inconceivable. Since mundane arguments cannot touch transcendental subject matters, one should not try to understand transcendental subjects through material arguments.
Very nice. Does anyone know this verse? Anyone familiar with this? It's a very powerful verse. Achintya kaluye bhava natam starkene yojayet prakritibhya paramyat chat had achintasya lakshanam. Lakshana means decoration. Achintya, inconceivable, beyond, transcendental, beyond our wildest, even beyond the concept of existence. Beyond the concept of existence. It is beyond our total, and therefore Krishna's life, Bhagawan himself, God, his existence is achintya. Therefore, for him, there's no chamatkar, there's no miracles for him. The God himself, there's no miracle for him. For us, there's miracle because we're not living in the Chinta Shakti. Bhagwan lives in the Chinta Shakti. His world is actually the inconceivable, perfect world. Here, we are living in limited modes of nature. So it's like something amazing happens. It's like, wow. But for him, he can go and lift a hill like that. There's nothing for him because he's a chintya. So in his world, absolute world, there's no miracles there. There's no such thing as a miracle. Everything is it's normal. In fact, it's like it's just normal there. But here, and under the apohana shakti, the energy of forgetfulness. This is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 15:15. Who knows 15:15? Sarvasya.
Chaham sarvasya chaham hridaya sanivishto.
Mata smritir jnanam apohanam cha.
Apohanam cha.
Come on, guys, you do this straight away.
Sarvasya chaham hridaya sanivishto.
Hey, what's going on?
Vedaish.
Hey, you guys.
Sarvasya chaham hridaya sanyavishto matav smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvai aham eva vedyo vedanta krit veda vid eva chaham. I'm seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of the Vedanta and I am the knower of the Vedas.
Hey, I'm sorry that Prabhu, we didn't cover this one in the course. We didn't cover it. I'm anticipating you knew it off by heart. Sorry, we didn't cover that particular one. This is just one that is very common. Who knows the verse? 15:15. Sarvasya chaham hridi sanavishta matak smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedaishta sarvai aham eva vedyo vedanta krit veda vedeva chaham. So the Lord is in the heart and he gives three things. Smritir jnanam apohanam. Smritir is what? Memory. He gives memory, remembrance. Jnanam.
Knowledge.
Apohanam. Forgetfulness. And this is a world of forgetfulness. This material world is a world of complete forgetfulness of God. That's the only difference between the Mahatattva and Vaikuntha. I mean, we're in Vaikuntha. There's only Vaikuntha that exists. Vaikuntha is everywhere. It's up, down, everywhere around us. We are a cloud in Vaikuntha, that's all. But we are so absorbed in material life, we think Vaikuntha's millions of miles. No, Vaikuntha's right here. Because we are in it. If you're in something, if you're in a house, where's the house? Is it billion miles away? No, we're in Vaikuntha, but we've completely forgotten everything. Therefore, we think, we're imagining that God's kingdom is way over there somewhere. You see, God's kingdom is right here when we remember Krishna perfectly. Therefore, sarvasya jaham hridisana matak smriti jnanam apohanam cha. That's a very important verse. So we'll learn that one. So I want you to look at 211, 212, 215, 15, 15. 3 shlokas. Just have a look at them. See what you can do. Is that okay? So as we conduct the class, as we do the lesson, we're not quite this long. As you know, we do cut it down shorter. But because this is the first time, I'm going quite a lot longer than normal. And it's to show you how we structure it. We structure it by learning the pronunciation. We learn the actual verse, how to memorize. We learn how to memorize. Like if you look at my Facebook page, learning how to learn shlokas. My Facebook page, learning how to learn. So learning is one thing, but if you're taught how to learn it, that's much easier. So the whole idea to make this easy is we not only ask you to learn, but we help you with a system, a fail-proof system, how to learn, even if you're dyslexic. My youngest student, how old is my youngest student, Damodar Prabhu? In Noida. She's 5. She's 5 years of age in India.
She was 3. She's 5 now. Yeah.
She's
She was
4.
3
She
when she
started when
started.
she was 4.
Oh, okay. She's
And
5 or 6 now, I think.
She's learned about 15 shlokas.
Yes.
And she's just turning 6 now, isn't it? 6 now.
Yeah.
15 shlokas. Let's give her a clap. Now, if a 5-year-old, 4 or 5-year-old child, all right, she's from India, she's got some background, some samskars. Still, if a 5-year-old child can learn how, I'm pronouncing very nicely. So if a child can learn 5, well, come on, we can learn, we could learn 1 a week if we want to, or we could learn 1 a month, or we could learn 2 a month. So what's been the average of learning for the shlokas? Would you say 1 a month or roughly 1 every 2 months? How's it been?
First, I think first we learned in 5 weeks.
Yeah,
10 shlokas.
yeah.
We completed first level. We completed 10. I think 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah. It doesn't take long to get cracking with this one. Okay. So it's very encouraging. It's a nice, and also with it, we learn about the shloka, different words. For example, when you try the test, there's 3 levels. There's 3 things you do. Sanskrit and getting the Sanskrit right. We don't hit you with pronunciation on a test. That is just learning. That's just, we're learning that as we go along. So with a test, you learn Sanskrit, getting the Sanskrit words right. If you get 1 wrong, if you get 2 wrong, you can get 3 or 4 in the whole test of about 11 shlokas. You can get up to 5 words wrong. It's okay. All right. Then the translation, you got to do that verbatim from Prabhupada's books. No ad libs, no paraphrasing. It's as it is. Okay. Where have we heard that before? Where have we heard as it is before? All right. So Bhagavad Gita as it is, and then we choose 1 word or 2 words from the shloka ourselves and explain it, what you think it means to you personally. Okay. All right. It's your interpretation, and then you take ownership of the shloka, and then you get up to 33 points in the first test of 11 shloka, and you get a nice certificate signed by some of the ISKCON GBCs. Does that sound simple enough? Simple enough.
Nice.
And we're here to help Bhagavad Shire, Damodar. They've been at it for a long time. I apologize for that 1515. Of course, we haven't learned that one in the session. We have gone over it, but they know the other shlokas and the translations very well. All right, so let's stop. And thank you so much for your attention. Bhagavad Prabhu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little unwell today. I had a little sore throat. So I'm doing that. I'm doing the ashes for. Oh yes, do you remember Ananda Moya Govardhan Prabhu? Ananda Moya
Yeah.
Prabhu. Yes, he passed away recently, and I'm taking his ashes. I've got his ashes here with it to do Antyesti here for him. So yeah, I'm doing it on Thursday now anyway. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. 211,
Hare Krishna.
212, 1515. Have a look at them and see what you can do. And see you next week. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.